Does the LFA drive like a $400,000 car? Time to find out. This is a little scary. Oh my God, that sound! It's like a Formula One car! Yeah. That is crazy! Did you hear that? Wow, that is one of the great sounds. I'm not even, I haven't said anything yet. The sound is just like taking me over. I can't believe it. I've heard these before from the outside, but oh my God, that sound is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. That is the best sounding car I've ever heard in my life. I've been driving this car 2 minutes. Yeah. I swear this is the best sounding car I've ever heard. This is the kind of car that the people in this area call the cops even though we're going like 30, just because they hear it. So I have it in normal mode, which is good. It's actually, the ride is pretty rough even in normal. Here we go, we're gonna try this. Wow, it's so fast. It is so fast. But the transmission dulls the experience a little bit because it just doesn't provide that immediate upshift like a modern dual clutch does. However, when you get into those high revs, you hear that sound. All right, we're in a nice corner here. Wow. Holds the line very well. It's very planted. There's no body roll at all. The steering's a little more vague than you want, a little less precise. With every generation of these supercars, things just get a little bit better and a little bit better. And this being a Lexus, I kind of didn't think it would have the most precise steering, and that's true. The car is very planted to the ground like you'd expect. Wow. The sound. I just can't. Man, that's just incredible. I can't believe, especially, that sound is coming out of a Lexus. I looked down and like, Lexus? Like my dad has an RX. Yeah. It doesn't sound quite like that. The transmission is too slow. It's just, it's not quite. But the thing is about this car, that's important to remember when you're thinking about that. At the time, 2011-12, they didn't have dual clutch to handle this much power. Nobody was doing that. Now with dual clutches and everything, you feel like it's a little bit behind. The steering is, yeah, it's not quite as precise. You can just feel the front end is a little lighter than in some modern cars, and the steering is just a little lighter. It isn't vague by any means, but in a Huracan, you turn it and it goes boop, and this car's not quite like that. It's wildly fast. But the thing is, the speed is almost the second story to this car, to the sound. I cannot believe how it sounds. Now we're just on like a street. The thing is, if we're going 37 miles an hour, and you still hear like the faintest little bit of that sound, and you're like, I should be doing more than this. Man, the ride is rough on rough roads. Even, I'm having comfort mode right now, and the ride is like, this isn't the Lexus you get in if you want to just go to the store. There are a lot of other Lexuses for that. Ferrari's a Ferrari, and those are always going to be cool, but there's something a little bit more unique about this car. The question then becomes $400,000. I mean, that's an enormous amount of money. But you know, the thing about cars like this is it's not like someone's like, oh, should I get a Camry or this? They usually have 20 cars, and they're like, yeah, I'll add that. And so to people like that, yeah, it probably is worth $400,000. It's another name in the collection, and there's only 500 of these in the entire world. You know, if I saw this car, I would flip. Like, here's an RX. This guy has no idea, right? Nobody has any idea. It's kind of funny. This is probably the $400,000 car that you can drive and get the least amount of attention if you want. And so that's the Lexus